did an option instead of that. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. All back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the LA Dragons and the Oklahoma City Bisons. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oklahoma City Bison. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Oklahoma City team as they enter play here. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so... They begin the drive with Morris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
This is Morris. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go.
Here's Morris. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. We give you the numbers for Morris on the ground a week ago. 24 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one in the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Here,
Yeah.
they are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks standing at 6'5".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
All right, here we go. Green.
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he got 3 in 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll set up to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. That was a case of practice making perfect. Goal line offense had been their focus while prepping for this one.
Almost as if you go back to training camp, isn't it? You strip it bare, you figure out what you need to make something work on it all week long, and get it done. That's got to feel great for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A look now at our starting defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Here we go now.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. What kind of athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. 1 quarter in the books. 10-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brennan Gordon, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Line it.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. You bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Set! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Now it's Morris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up, here we go! 3!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game. because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they've just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They run with Morris. Oh, twisting away. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Green.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Peterson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Set. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On third down, it's Morris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. This kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
First down.
Right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set! Blue 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they'll go on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, here we go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Let's go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll set up to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Here we go now. 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Automatic first down.
Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go now.
Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly
Here
right.
we go.
Hold on to
Green,
that ball.
39. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. He dumps off to Morris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Set. Green.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And now back out comes the offense. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Morris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So they bring out their punter, standing right around the midfield stripe. And here now the offense heading back out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game
down
for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click, And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Oklahoma City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.